From the Collins Aerospace Studio at the Nordloff Center in downtown Rockford, it's time for Bergstrom's State Line Quiz Bowl.
Hello friends, welcome back to Bergstrom's State Line Quiz Bowl. Welcome to the semifinals. We're down to just 4 teams in this year's tournament. We've got a matchup of 2 fantastic teams ready for you today. First up, let's meet the Pecatonica Indians. Pecatonica made it to the Final Four for the first time this tournament with a win over Byron in the quarterfinals. They got here with a balanced attack, very good teamwork, and a team high 5 buzz-ins by Tyler. Beck is the captain. Go ahead and introduce us to your team today.
To my left is Tyler, to my far right is Gavin, and to my right is Allie.
Welcome, welcome, and good luck. And good luck to the Blue Thunder of Belvidere North. After a 250 to 240 nail-biter against Boylan last round, the Blue Thunder are back in familiar territory. This is their 4th Final Four appearance in the last 4 years. Brock is the captain. Go ahead and introduce us.
Hi, I'm Brock, captain of the Belvidere North Scholastic Bowl team, coached by Miss Stites and Miss Weber. To my right is Dannon, to my left is Paul, and to my far left is Ethan.
Best of luck. Now, no matter what happens in this game, we'll see them both again, either in the 3rd place game or in the final. But while we've been enjoying seeing them all season, Pecatonica and Belvidere North have never played each other on State Line Quiz Bowl. They've never seen each other here. Best of luck in your first matchup against each other. We'll start it with the Rockford University buzz-in round. Fingers on buzzers, everyone. 10 points for each toss-up. You know the rules very, very well. If you finish the question incorrectly, I'll finish the question for the other team. Best of luck, both teams. First question. What sitcom in which entrepreneurial Tom Haverford was played by that is Brock.
Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec is correct. First 10 points of the game. Next toss-up. What search engine introduced a chatbot based on GPT-4 in February 2023? That is Ethan.
Google.
Sorry, no, I'll finish for Pecatonica. Becca.
Bing.
It is Bing, 2nd place behind Google and 2nd on the toss-up. Pecatonica ties the game. What title character is found with a dog on an ice floe by Captain Walton, who learns how this scientist made a creature in a novel that is Brock.
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein is correct, in a novel by Mary Shelley. Next toss-up. What Alabama city has an annual commemoration to mark Bloody Sunday, in which civil rights protesters were beaten on the Edmund Pettus Bridge in 1965? That is Dannon.
Birmingham?
Sorry, no. Pecatonica, chance at it. Becca.
Little Rock.
Sorry, no. This is Selma, Alabama. Bloody Sunday stopped the first of 3 attempts at a civil rights march from Selma to Montgomery. Next toss-up. What function, whose namesake law generalizes the Pythagorean theorem, describes the ratio between a right triangle's adjacent side and its hypotenuse? That is Gavin.
Cosine.
Cosine is correct. Nicely figured on your trigonometry there. 10 points for Pecatonica. Next toss-up. William Miller's failed prediction of the Second Coming took place in what 19th century decade in which Mormon prophet Joseph Smith was murdered? That is Ethan.
1930.
Sorry, no.
Wait.
Pecatonica, chance at it. Tyler.
The 1840s.
1840s is correct. Both of those religious history events were in 1844 specifically. Next question. In what state, where American prisoners were massacred by Bannister Tarleton at Waxhaw, did Patriot forces lose the battles of Camden and Charleston? That is Tyler.
South Carolina?
South Carolina is right for 10 points. Next question. What novel, whose central character of Willie Stark is a Southern politician based on Huey Long, is the magnum opus by Robert Penn Warren? Time's up there. That Robert Penn Warren novel is All the King's Men. Next question. Scroll-like volutes decorate the tops of columns of what order? That, like the Doric and Corinthian, that is Brock.
Columns.
Sorry, no, I'll finish for Pecatonica. Becca.
Ionic.
Ionic is the 3rd kind of classical orders of columns. That's right. Next question. What sedimentary rock that has an oolitic form often contains aragonite, forms stalagmites in caves, and is formed from calcium carbonate? That is Ethan.
Limestone.
Limestone's correct for 10 points. Next question. What city is the setting of a 1960 George Selden novel about the cricket Chester and is also home to Harriet the Spy, who lives on the Upper East Side? That is Dannon.
New York?
Is correct. New York City, the Upper East Side there for 10 points. What Egyptian god, who was syncretized with Hermes by the Greeks, invented hieroglyphics and was, that is Dannon?
Thoth.
Thoth is correct, 2 in a row there. Nice question. What mythical creature, the mascot of Notre Dame's athletic teams, that is Brock?
Gator.
Sorry, no, I'll finish for Pecatonica. Is a fairy that, oh, Becca.
Leprechaun.
Leprechaun is correct for 10 points, the Fighting Irish. What biological compounds containing 4 fused rings include hormones such as cortisol and anabolic ones that increase muscle? That is Brock.
Steroids.
Steroids is correct, that increase muscle mass. Tie game. In August 2023, what district attorney in Fulton County, Georgia, indicted 19 people? That is Tyler.
Fannie Willis.
Fannie Willis is correct for 10 points, and that's the end of the first round. Pecatonica takes a 70-60 lead on that last question. Tough current events there. We'll go ahead and follow it up with the volleyball round coming up next. Stick around. Welcome back to Bergstrom State Line Quiz Bowl. Our first semifinal is well underway. We have Pecatonica on 70 points, Belvidere North on 60 points. We've got the volleyball round coming up next, so teams can set down your buzzers and get ready to confer with each other. And these questions will be worth 10 points apiece, just like the last round, and some will be easier than others. You have to be ready for anything. The volleyball round will start with Pecatonica after the coin toss. So Becca, you and the team ready? Here we go. First question of the volleyball round. What German scientist, who names the smallest possible length, proposed the idea that energy is quantized and is called the father of quantum physics?
Planck.
Max Planck is correct for 10 points to start the round. Over to Belvidere North for your first. In E. coli, tryptophan synthesis and lactose metabolism are regulated by what structures, clusters of genes that are transcribed together?
Codons.
Sorry, close though, operons. Back over to Pecatonica. Frederick the Great was a virtuoso on and wrote more than 100 sonatas for what wind instrument, whose modern form was developed by Theobald Bohm?
Clarinet.
Sorry, no, close though. It's a flute. Frederick the Great played the flute very well. Back over to Belvidere North. What body of water contains the Delac Archipelago, provides the origin of the name Eritrea, and separates Egypt and Sudan from the Arabian Peninsula?
Red Sea.
Red Sea is correct for 10 points. Back over to Pecatonica. What World War I battle took place over 9 months in 1916 and involved over 300,000 deaths in trench warfare in northeast France?
Somme.
Sorry, no, that is a good one to go with. This is the Battle of Verdun. Back over to Belvidere North. What son of Seti I was a 19th dynasty pharaoh who built the temple at Abu Simbel, may be the pharaoh in Exodus, and was known as the Great?
Ramses II.
Ramses II is correct for 10 points. Back over to Pecatonica. What British poet laureate wrote the 1998 collection Birthday Letters, in which he reflected on his marriage to American author Sylvia Plath?
Miller.
Sorry, no, this is Ted Hughes. Ted Hughes. Next question for Belvidere North. What commentator, who in August 2023 interviewed Donald Trump on Twitter, was fired by Rupert Murdoch from his nightly talk show on Fox News?
Carlson.
Tucker Carlson is correct for 10 points. Belvidere North takes the lead. Back over to Pecatonica. What ordinary matter particles, which are part of the second generation of leptons, are about 200 times heavier than electrons? Time's up there. That's tricky physics there. These are muons. Back over to Belvidere North. What company founded Cape Town, monopolized Japan's external trade for 200 years, founded Batavia in what is now Indonesia, and was based in Amsterdam?
Dutch East India Company.
The Dutch East India Company is correct for 10 points. Back to Pecatonica. What animals, one of which was strangled to death due to its impervious fur in the first of Heracles' labors, also make up the body of the Sphinx?
Lion.
Lion is absolutely correct for 10 points. And that'll be the end of the volleyball round. So Belvidere North takes a little bit of an advantage, up 100-90 over Pecatonica. We'll have the lightning round coming up soon to change those scores very quickly. But first, the Bergstrom bonus question for you to play at home. Enjoy.
Set in Chamberlain, Maine, Carrie is the first horror novel written by what American author?
Welcome back to Bergstrom State Line Quiz Bowl. We've got a fantastic close game so far for our first semifinal. Belvidere North 100, Pecatonica 90. And those scores will stay right there because it's time for the Bergstrom bonus question. So instead of points, it's a pizza party from Lino's of Rockford on the line. Fingers on buzzers, everybody. Here is your toss-up. Set in Chamberlain, Maine, Carrie is the first horror novel by what? That is Brock.
Stephen King.
Stephen King, well anticipated. That's the pizza party from Lino's of Rockford for Belvidere North. Nicely done. Carrie recently celebrated its 50th anniversary, but it's only King's second best-selling book behind The Shining. We'll enjoy the Nika IBEW lightning round right after this. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Bergstrom State Line Quiz Bowl. We've got Belvidere North 100, Pecatonica 90, and it's time for the Nika IBEW lightning round to change these scores very, very quickly. Teams, you're very familiar with the rules at this point. I've got 3 categories for you. You'll get 10 questions in the category of your choosing. They'll be worth 10 points apiece. And anything that you don't get right, the other team has a chance to steal. When you control your lightning round, you'll have 60 seconds. When you're trying to steal from the other team, it'll be 30 seconds for you. 60 seconds isn't long, so do remember you can pass a question. We'll come back to it if you do. Belvidere North, your category choices this week are literary dogs, visual art terms, double vowels.
Vowels.
Double vowels is the choice. Instructions pretty clear on this one. Give the following answers that each begin with a double vowel. So every answer will start with a double vowel. Belvidere North, 60 seconds on the clock. Pecatonica ready for 30 seconds on the bounce back. Here we go. Give these answers that begin with a double vowel. Long fish with an electric type.
Eel.
Is correct. Biblical brother of Moses.
Pass.
The number 2 in Roman numerals.
Pass.
Distant solar system region that long period comets
Oort.
Oort cloud is correct. African mammal whose name means earth pig.
Pass.
5-letter adjective that means spooky.
Eerie.
Is correct. Acronym for U.S. Roadside Assistance Organization, founded in 1902.
Pass.
First name of architect Saarinen, who designed the Gateway Arch.
Isaac.
Sorry, no. German name of Charlemagne's capital city.
Pass.
Term for the study of eggs.
Oologist.
Is correct. Back up. Biblical brother of Moses.
Aaron.
Is correct. The number 2 in Roman numerals.
What is it? I.
Is correct.
Oh.
And just in time. So that is 6 correct for 60 points, up to 160 for a score. Pecatonica has 4 parts coming your way, 30 seconds to play with them. Back in the team, are you ready?
Yes.
Here we go. Give these answers that begin with a double vowel. African mammal whose name means earth pig.
Aardvark.
Is correct. Acronym for U.S. Roadside Assistance Organization, founded in 1902.
IIC.
Sorry, no. The first name of architect Saarinen, who designed the Gateway Arch.
Eileen.
Sorry, no. And the German name of Charlemagne's capital city.
No answer.
No answer there. That's all right. So 1 part converted there for 10 extra points for Pecatonica. Those last 3 questions. The acronym for U.S. Roadside Assistance Organization. It's a triple vowel on that one. It's AAA. The first name of the architect Saarinen is Eero Saarinen, E-E-R-O. And the German name of Charlemagne's capital is Aachen, A-A-C-H-E-N. So Pecatonica grabs 10 points and a lightning round of your own. Your choices are literary dogs, visual art terms.
Visual art terms.
Visual art terms it is. So both teams are going to want to have pencil and paper ready on this one. I'm going to give you an art term. You're going to identify whether it is most commonly used in the discipline of painting, or sculpture, or drawing, or photography. So your answer will be one of those 4 terms: painting, sculpture, drawing, or photography. Again, I'll give you an art term. You tell me which discipline it's used in. 60 seconds for Pecatonica, 30 seconds on the bounce back for Belvidere North, so be ready. Back in the team, are you ready? Here we go. Part 1, acrylics.
Painting.
Is correct. Part 2, bust and relief.
Sculpting.
Is correct. Aperture.
Photography.
Is correct. Cross hatching.
Sculpting.
No, sorry. Shutter speed
Photography.
is correct. Lost wax technique
Sculpting.
is correct. Speed, as measured with the ISO system,
Photography.
is correct. Encaustic,
Drawing.
sorry, no. Bouquet,
Sculpture.
sorry, no. And alla prima,
Drawing.
sorry, no. We've got 6 parts correct there. Nothing to go back to, nothing passed. Belvedere North, you've got 4 parts to play with. Again, I'll give you an art term. You name which discipline it is most commonly used in. Brock and the team, are you ready?
Yeah, sorry.
30 seconds, no worries. Here we go. Cross-hatching
Drawing,
is correct. Encaustic
painting,
is correct. Bouquet,
painting,
sorry, no. And alla prima,
sculpture,
sorry, no. Good conferring, good teamwork from both teams on that one. Those last 2 are tricky. We've got bouquet is from photography. It refers to the out-of-focus parts of a photograph. And alla prima is painting. It applies wet paint to still wet paint. So that's 2 parts salvaged from Belvedere North, 20 points picked up there, giving them a 20-point lead heading into the Mercy Health Final Challenge. We'll have that for you right after this. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Bergstrom State Line Quiz Bowl. It's time to settle our first semifinal for season 10. We've got Belvedere North 180, Pecatonica 160. It's a 20-point difference. That's 1 question in the Mercy Health Final Challenge. Fingers on buzzers, students. Quick run will add up very, very quickly. Both teams very capable of making one. Best of luck, both. First toss-up. What country, where 100 people died in an October 2023 drone strike in Homs, has been the site of a decade-long civil war against Bashar al-Assad? That is Tyler.
Syria?
Syria is correct. Pecatonica ties the game. Next question. What surname, which belonged to a humorist who died in an Alaska plane crash in 1935, is also shared as the last name of the hero known as Captain America? That is Brock.
Evans,
Sorry, no. Pecatonica has a chance to take it. Gavin.
Rogers.
Rogers is correct. Will Rogers, the humorist. Steve Rogers, Captain America. Pecatonica takes the lead. What animals are free-floating Medusa stages in phylum Cnidaria that swim by pulsating their bells and capture prey using stinging tentacles? This is Brock.
jellyfish,
Jellyfish is correct. Belvedere North ties it back up. What author of the Border trilogy, which includes the novel All the Pretty Horses, wrote about the brutal Judge Holden in Blood Meridian? That's a tricky literature question. Cormac McCarthy. Next toss-up. In September 2023, what athlete defeated Aryna Sabalenka to become the first American, that is Ethan?
Coco Gauff.
Coco Gauff is correct. First American teenage tennis player to win the US Open since Serena Williams. Next question. What form of arthritis caused by the buildup of What form of arthritis caused by the buildup of uric acid crystals in the joints often affects the big toe first? Brock.
rheumatoid,
Sorry, no. Pecatonica has a chance at it. That is gout. Gout. Next question. What empire, known as the Realm of Four Parts to its subjects, was founded by Manco Capac and was destroyed by conquistadors led by that is Tyler.
Inca.
Inca is correct. Francisco Pizarro led that conquistador group. What monarch entered a holy league designed to control the Black Sea coast 2 years after taking the throne and later went on the Grand Embassy? That is Tyler.
Catherine the Great.
Sorry, no. Belvedere North has a chance at it.
Peter the First,
Peter the First is correct. We are in Russia. That's Peter the Great. Next question. What play in which Ulrich leads a revolt against Gessler was written by Friedrich Schiller about a Swiss archer who shoots an apple? That is Brock.
William Tell,
William Tell is correct. 20 points for Belvedere North. What city south of Sardis Lake, which is the home of the University of Mississippi, shares its name with an English college town? That is Ethan.
Williamstown.
Sorry, no. Pecatonica has a chance at it. Tyler.
Vicksburg. I don't know.
Sorry, no. This is Oxford, Mississippi. Next question. What interactions that hold together the base pairs in DNA explain the that is Paulo.
Hydrogen bonding.
Hydrogen bonding is correct for 20 points. And that is how we finish the Mercy Health Final Challenge. Fantastic game, both teams. We have a final score of Belvidere North 280, Pecatonica 220. Belvidere North, we will see you in our grand final momentarily. Pecatonica, we won't be missing you either, though. Pecatonica, we won't be missing you either. We'll see you in the third place game shortly. And hopefully we'll see you there for both of those games. Next week, we'll have our second semi-final. We'll have Dixon versus Belvidere. See you then.